This video guide will teach you how to develop and improve your backstroke technique to allow you to swim the stroke with ease and speed. To begin, let's focus on the positioning of the hips and the head. When improving your backstroke, aim to keep your body position as flat as you can to be streamlined with the water, with a slight slope down to the hips to keep the leg action just under the water. Do not allow your hips to drag too low, as this will slow you down. Try and keep your body close to the surface of the water. Your head should be still and your neck relaxed. Holding your head up too high will cause strain to the neck and slow you down in the water. The water level should cover your ears and your eye line should be straight up and slightly back. To swim in a straight line, keep your eyes open and follow a fixed point on the ceiling throughout the length. If there are lane ropes in the pool, you can steal a quick glance in their direction now and again as well to make sure you're sticking a similar distance from it throughout. To avoid hitting your head on the end of the pool mid-stroke, find a point on the ceiling between 5 and 10 meters from the wall. Before you start your session, swim back and count how many strokes it takes to reach the wall. Then, when you pass this point during your swim, you will know how many strokes it will take before you touch. Like the freestyle stroke, you should generate momentum by rotating your shoulders and hips. As one arm lifts out of the water, the other starts the propulsive phase under the water. Now let's look at the leg kick. It is important to keep your legs close together throughout and to kick from the hips rather than the knees, which is one of the mistakes many people make. However, your legs by no means should be completely straight. There should be a slight bend at the knees. Remember to also keep your ankles relaxed so that they act similar to flippers. Next, let's look at speed. Try and kick as hard and as fast as you feel comfortable, but be sure not to lose good technique. As an example, sprinters may kick up to 6 beats per arm cycle, whereas longer distance swimmers will typically use less. Now let's look at the arm cycle. Let's begin by focusing on the entry phase to the stroke. Your little finger should enter the water first, with your arm straight and your palm facing outwards. Your arm should pass by your ear before entering the water between the shoulder line and the center line of the head. Next is the pulling phase. Don't immediately pull with your hands after it enters the water, as this will create resistance. Instead, turn your palm so it is facing the bottom of the pool and scull your hand outwards and downwards until it reaches a position in a line between your upper chest and shoulders with your elbow bent. At this point, rotate your hand, again so your palm is facing towards your feet. Then push through the water until your arm is fully flexed by the thigh and ready to be lifted out of the water again by the rotation of the shoulders. Finally, when exiting the water with your arm, you should lead with your thumb. The arm should be lifted out by the movement of the shoulder and not the other way round. Now let's look at the breathing cycle. It is rather difficult to get the backstroke breathing technique wrong, because unlike freestyle, breaststroke and butterfly, your mouth is above the surface of the water apart from when you turn. It is important to try and avoid holding your breath as much as possible. Typically, a breath is taken every time an arm completes a full cycle. Try breathing in as one arm passes your ear, and exhale as the other arm passes the opposite ear. A consistent breathing pattern is important and will aid the rhythm of your stroke. Finally, let's look at backstroke turns. As you approach the wall, rotate your body onto the front and stop both arms at the thigh. Perform a forward somersault underwater and plant your feet on the wall with your knees open. Staying on your back, straighten your legs powerfully and squeeze your arms to the ears with your hands on top of the other. Try and stay streamlined and parallel to the water's surface. Start an alternating or dolphin leg kick under the water as you feel your momentum slowing down, and start your first arm action while the body is still slightly submerged, helping to bring the head to the surface. You now have all of the tools you need to develop a perfect backstroke.